I'm visiting a little castle today in Norfolk. I think it's in Norfolk, we're not in Suffolk, are we? No, Norfolk, still. People who just saw that church there, it's a Saxon church by the look of it, will probably instantly know where I am. Other people might not. We're at the very, very beginning of September. Supposed to be absolutely chucking it down today, but I am glad that it is not. And we are at the site today of Wheaton Castle, which is actually a manor house, a fortified manor house, built around 1180 by the sound of that, by Hugh de Plas, tenant of William de Warren, the Earl of Surrey, who was a very, very rich man who owned lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of properties out and about. There's not a huge amount left of the main buildings. You can clearly see that it's of a flint construction. They have been sort of repairing it, so there is bits of concrete. I mean, it is 800 odd years old and it has been sort of falling apart, as you can see, both sides. There is a defensive moat around it. There's a large earth mound in this corner. This possibly could have been a moat, or the start of a moat, or it just could be the actual function of which it is today, or was later on, which was an ice house. For those people who don't know what an ice house is, it's where you keep ice. In the medieval period, they clearly didn't have the same sort of fridges and everything that we had, but what you could do was import ice. And if you don't like little creepy dark holes, it's not for you. But you would import ice and you would keep it in there. And surprisingly, was that a dog? Oh yes, it is. I wonder what that was. Yeah, surprisingly, it would keep, the ice would stay ice for some time if you kept it within the place there, even in summer, because it was in a little hole like that. As you can see, the ditch goes around quite a long way. I've been here a couple of times. All of that was open the last time I came, but they're clearly either working on it at the moment, or they're trying to stop people out for safety, I should imagine. This is a property of English heritage. You can see the very substantial ditch, or moat. We are just on the outskirts of the village of Weeting. There are some tumuli or something, I think they're over there. Obviously ancient burial mounds. I mean, we're not that far from Thetford. We are actually in Thetford Forest, so a place like this would no doubt be built because of hunting, etc., within the forest. It would be a particularly dangerous place, not just for those people that were hunting, but within a Anglo-Saxon landscape, which is almost predominantly most of the peasants, etc., would be Anglo-Saxon. Heavily overgrown. I don't like sites like this being overgrown, and they keep the main parts clear, etc., but to be able to go in there, but scaffolding is helping to support the remains while they repair it. I don't think there's a lot they can do. I mean, it's made out of flint, so it's not made out of stone, as it would a lot of castles are. That would make it very fragile. Flint is only like small stones. The flint quite often would be used as an infill sometimes, but round here, I mean, we've got Grimes Graves, which is only like less than a mile, I think, from here. That would be one of the sources of flint in this area. It's an interesting place to go if you get a chance. You can actually go down into one of the mines. You have to go down some steep steps, so this would have been a really idyllic place to live. It's at least a couple of stories high, or it would have been. That's an interesting place to come, and if you can come here, I suppose, when the scaffolding's gone, you'll be able to walk through the main bit of the building there. But yeah, there's Thetford's not far from here. Thetford has got 2 castles, one of the biggest moats in the country, and also there's another castle on the outskirts. Probably most people don't know about that. It's called the Red Castle, I think, which is a ringwork. And there's also a little place nearby, which I'm going to next, which is called Thetford Warren Lodge, which is like a warrener's cottage, as it would have been known. And there's the Saxon church. I don't know if that's the Ukrainian flag they're flying. I don't think it's a local flag. This place isn't very well signposted by English Heritage. You come off the main road and there is a sign, but it's not on the main road, so it's not easy to find. But if you get a chance to come here, it's an interesting little place to visit. Wheaton Castle.